Hello and a very warm welcome. Singapore preview, let's go. I don't know why we're in the daylight, but anyway, it's a night race. We're in a Red Bull, we've gone classic cars again, back in the old days. 2010 Red Bull, hurling down into turn 1. As we preview the weekend, bit of gameplay in the background, bit of classic cars, 2008 McLaren in there, 2007 Ferrari, so on, so on. Anyway, let's get into the weekend. Lewis Hamilton leads the championship for the first time, but we come to a circuit that is notoriously good for Ferrari and Red Bull. Daniel Ricciardo has been the podium man. He's not got that a competitive car, Daniel Ricciardo, but podium at Monaco, win at Baku, off the top of my head. Got 4th place at Monza. Before that, he was on the podium at Spa, so very good. 61 laps at Singapore, 2 DRS zones, 3.1 miles. It's a very, very long circuit, this, very long race. Can get up to 2 hours round this racetrack. Guaranteed to have a safety car at some point as well. I think every single time we've raced here, there's been a safety car. 14 times, I think, the safety car's come out. I always remember Jenson Button nearly running into the back of Vettel round here. We've had some funny incidents round here, but the best known moment round here is Nelson Piquet crashing on purpose. Will we see Pat Simmons on the Sky Sports coverage this week? I think not. Why? Because of Nelson Piquet crashing on purpose. Yes, he crashed an F1 car on purpose, got the safety car out, and Fernando Alonso ended up winning that race. Most wins round this track, Sebastian Vettel with 4. 2011, 2012, 13 and 15. Alonso and Hamilton both have 2. Alonso 2008, the crash fest. Basically, it was a disgrace to F1. Shouldn't have been allowed to keep that result. Nelson Piquet crashed an F1 car on purpose, brings the safety car out, helped Alonso. Alonso goes on to win the race. An absolute farce. 2010 he also won, Fernando Alonso, and Lewis Hamilton 2009 when the car was dog shite, and 2014. Last year Nico Rosberg won. And they're the only winners round this track. Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso and Rosberg. Daniel Ricciardo all over the back of Nico Rosberg on the last lap last year, and somehow he managed to win. But this track, it's a Ferrari and Red Bull track. It shouldn't suit Mercedes, so Vettel could easily get his championship lead back after the weekend. As we come into this circuit, we used to have the Singapore Sling, but they took it out and they've designed the track like this now. What else we got written down on my notes? Massa and Senna over the Anderson Bridge. Senna in a Williams, Bruno Senna in a Williams, Felipe Massa in a Ferrari, passes Senna over the Anderson Bridge, and I think he touched the barrier. Insane bravery by White Visor. Also, some iconic moments. Fan intruder last time. Well, not last time, sorry. 2013, the Marshall. They let the cars go. Nico Rosberg coming down the pit straight, and the Marshall was still on the track. Unbelievable scenes at Singapore. It doesn't look right in the daytime, this track, like lit up with floodlights. I mean, I don't know why it's in the daylight, it should be in the dark. But anyway, as we come on to the last lap in the Red Bull. Tough race on the drivers, usually 2 hours, we've already covered that. Martin Brundle on his grid walk destroys Christian Horner. Christian Horner says, "Shame you were too old to drive here." Martin Brundle responds, as he always does. He's always got a comeback as Brundle. "Shame you weren't fast enough to get to F1. Great banter by Martin Brundle. 23 turns round this track. And for me, on the gameplay, one of my worst tracks. This and probably Australia, so apologies if you think my driving's shite. I probably agree with you, because I do not like this track. Although online the other day I managed to finish second. But looking forward to the weekend. Can't wait. Hopefully it's a good race, but me thinks not. Street circuits are usually not great. I mean, take Monaco. We'll have a safety car out, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this track, but we'll just have to see. Overtaking will be difficult round here, especially in these new cars. But pretty dull last lap. I don't think I overtook anyone. But as I said, very difficult to overtake. Let me know who's going to be on pole. Let me know who's going to win the Singapore Grand Prix. I do like the last sector because if you make a mistake, you're in the wall. We've seen plenty of cars crash into there. Coming around the last couple of corners now. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Comment. I'll always reply. And as we come round the final corner, Singapore weekend practice. Who's going to win? Who's going to be on pole? I'll see you for race reaction.